Hello, all STEM night participants. I hope you came down and picked up all your materials for the activities. My activity is called Graphing to Color. There's actually uh, a little riddle involved with it also, and some multiplication and division. So, a bunch of things put together. That's what STEM is: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics all combined. So, I'm going to begin by sharing my screen. You will have received three different activities. The first one is alphabet. It's probably the easiest one because it's multiplication by 4. Then we have funny money, which is division by 8, and ring ring, which is division by 4. Today, to show you how to complete this activity, I'm going to be using one that you can have access to in the description in this video below. I've put a link to all 1 through 12 of these activities for multiplication and division. So you can access that in the link below of this video. So the first thing I have to do to complete this is put my name and date, of course. If you've ever been in a classroom, if you don't do that, your teacher is going to be upset. And I know it doesn't even put a spot for the date, but I'm going to go ahead and put it anyways. Today is November 13th, 2020. Once I have my name and date on the paper, I'm going to go ahead and flip it over because we need to just complete the back part first. We're going to fill in all these answers for these multiplication problems. So 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 7 is 42. And I will fill out all the answers for these multiplication problems first. Once I've filled in all of the answers to my math problems, I now have my X and Y coordinates for my graphing. So my X coordinate always moves horizontally, and my Y coordinate always tells me and moves vertically. So I know my first coordinate, my first dot on my graph is going to be at x0 and y18. So I'm going to flip over. I'm going to find x0, which is right here, and I'm going to find y18, which is right here, and I'm going to put a dot. That's my first coordinate. Now I'm going to flip my paper over. I'm going to put a check mark next to this one because I did it already. Now I'm looking at the next coordinate, 6, 12, x6, y12. Flip my paper back over. I'm going to find x6 and y12, and I'm going to put a dot. I'm going to go and put a check mark next to the second coordinate dot. And now I'm going to continue placing dots at all of these coordinates. All right, I'm about to put my very last point onto my graph. X is going to be 0 and Y is going to be 18. Find X 0 and Y 18. And it's the exact same place as the very first point I placed. Now is where I get to do some of the art. I'm going to use a crayon and connect these dots. This dot runs into a line, so I don't need to connect it. All right, now we have our picture. It said, now we can go up to the top and try to answer our riddle. Why did the mermaid give up her teaching job? Why did the mermaid give up her teaching job? You know, it has something to do with a whale. I'm going to guess because whales are hard to teach. Now, to see the real answer, I'm going to write that. Because whales are hard to teach. I'm going to look down at the bottom now to see if I was right because the answer is upside down at the bottom. I'm going to flip it over. Why did the mermaid give up her job, her teaching job? Zoom in. Because she was tired of the whales spouting off. And that's why the whale's spouting right there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a few minutes and color my picture. This is kind of the fun part here. Do a little art. You can see I'm just putting the finishing touches onto my whale picture, my whale graph picture. Just a couple nice little The last thing I need to do to complete my graphing coloring sheet is flip it over, and there's one spot that says extra challenge. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for us. Do you know why the mermaid wrote a novel? To find out, shade every block that has a multiple of 6. The corresponding letters will spell out the answers. I'm going to make myself a little tool that has the multiples of 6. First one is 6, 12, 18, 24, 32, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60, and then 66. All right, so I'm going to shade in the ones that have multiples. 5 is not, 6 is, 12 is, 18 is, 19 isn't, 24 is, 22 isn't, 30 is, 36 is, 42 is, 48 is, and 54 is. All right, let's see. Do you know why the mermaid wrote a novel? Let's see why she wrote one. A-L-O-N-G-T-A-L-E. Write the answer. She had a long tail. That's why she wrote a novel, is because she had a long tail. A long tail. Silliness. I hope you guys enjoy completing your graphing art for your STEM activity. Please remember there is a link for all of the other ones from 0 to 12, multiplication and division in the video description below. Thank you.